My name is Greg Kesterman. I am Health Commissioner for Hamilton County Public Health. I have had the honor of serving in this role since 2020, and I've heard the pandemic mentioned once or twice, and yes, I started in the middle of the pandemic, so that was quite exciting. The one thing the pandemic actually did for our team is it definitely brought some of our services to the forefront, so people learned a lot about things like contact tracing and the work of our epidemiologists. My goal today is to share some of those other programs that maybe you're a little less familiar with. So our agency, we are one of 4 health departments in Hamilton County. Most counties have just one health department, a county health department, but cities in the state of Ohio do sometimes have their own health department. So here in Hamilton County, we have the city of Cincinnati, we have Norwood, and we have Springdale. And then Hamilton County serves about 500,000 people outside of those 4 communities. The health department is unique in that I do not serve the Board of County Commissioners, so Commissioner Reese is certainly a colleague that I work with a lot, but I have my own 5-member Board of Health, and that separation is to allow boards of health to have a little bit of control should there be an issue inside of one of the 45 municipalities that I serve. Our team can come in and work to resolve that issue. And so we have a little less connection to politics, which allows us greater flexibility to do that. Our mission is to educate, serve, and protect our community for a healthier future. As I'll show on the next slide, we're doing this through some direct programming, like making sure the restaurants or swimming pools are safe. We're also doing this through some programming where we work with the communities to help make sure that the community councils are making health a priority as they're deciding what laws to make in that community. And I'll talk about that too here in a few moments. So what do we do? What are some of the programs that we offer? And each one of these pictures will represent a whole variety of programming. If you've never checked out our website, I definitely recommend you do so, as there is a lot of opportunity for help through the Board of Health. Our team, we issued over 37,000 birth certificates last year alone. So we are one provider for birth certificates. If you need a birth certificate for school or for a sport, we can help with that. We last year inspected over 1,600 public swimming pools. So we do not inspect private pools like in your backyard, but any pool where folks come and congregate, like a condominium complex, an apartment community. We do restaurant and grocery store inspections throughout Hamilton County. We also have a harm reduction program, so we provide syringe services throughout our community. That program includes a mail order naloxone or Narcan distribution, so if you have substance, but our team offers free food safety training for them. So even though they don't have to have a license, we are available to come out and offer free training. So if you have a group of folks that are planning on hosting an event, we can come out and do that training for free. We issue plumbing inspections throughout Hamilton County, a little known service for us, but there's building departments throughout Hamilton County if you add on to your house. Our team is also the one that comes in and looks at the plumbing work. So a new toilet, a new shower, our team's coming in and looking at those, as well as sewage treatment systems. So we're all familiar with Metropolitan Sewer District, but if you have a home with its own sewage treatment system or septic tank, it's our team looking at the 19,000 of those that are in Hamilton County. We do nuisance complaint inspections, so we're a tool if you're having an issue with a neighbor keeping their house sanitary and clean. Our team comes out and does an inspection. So sometimes this could look like a neighbor not cleaning up after their dog and their yard being a mess. Folks will call us, we'll come out and look, and if needed, issue a notice of violation. But it can be as complex as the next door neighbor is no longer cleaning up inside their house as well. Our team comes in, works with them, tries to connect folks with resources, and ultimately, if we need to condemn the home, that is the ultimate the tool that we have available. And on that same note with nuisance inspections, if someone is a renter living in a unit and is having problems with their landlord addressing deficiencies, a leaky faucet, the counter has mold on it and they can't get it clean because of a water leak, our team will come in and issue a violation against the landlord and work to get that resolved. We make resources available throughout that process as well. We'll connect folks with legal aid to make sure that they're getting the help that they need to make sure that the landlord isn't taking advantage of them. And then lastly, we do provide a little bit of clinical care, although primarily public health department focuses on tuberculosis and sexual health. So those are the two specialties that we are available for as well in that area. As I mentioned, our website is fantastic. We're super excited about it. We just redid it. It's got translation services on there so that it's accessible to folks. But it does make all of our services available 24/7. So if you want to purchase a birth certificate, you can do so from our website. Birth certificates are easy. I think in old days, it might take a few days to get a birth certificate. Now you can show up at our office if you need one same day. It's 20 minutes of waiting in our office and you can get a birth certificate. Any of those invoices for the programs that I mentioned, you can pay. You can file that complaint that I mentioned right there on our website. So, you know, at 10 o'clock tonight, if you're frustrated about your next door neighbor or that situation, feel free to hop on our website. We do look at those. We have over, 3,500 restaurants in Hamilton County. If you eat out at a restaurant and you think it looked pretty dirty, but it's your favorite restaurant and you want to keep going there, I'd encourage you to file a complaint. That keeps our team going out into that restaurant, making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do in line with the food code, and helps you keep being able to go to that restaurant safely. We do put all of our inspections up online, whether it's a sewage permit, swimming pool, or one of those restaurants I just mentioned. So I encourage folks to check that out. I would encourage folks to dine at restaurants that they're happy with their food report. There are definitely restaurants that do better than others, and I would encourage you to use this as a tool as well. And then lastly, we have a whole bunch of reports about health in our community. You may recognize some of the reports from the days of COVID, where some of them were on the news, and then we have other reports on less known topics like syphilis and HIV and overdose and suicide within our community. Many of our reports are able to be honed into the community that you live, so you can play with the report, you can adjust the date ranges, and you can see some specific data so that you can understand a little bit more about what's happening within the community that you're interested in. And the last program that I will touch base on is our We Thrive program, which has been around since 2009. And our goal of this program is to really allow the communities that we serve to have a health-centered culture, as well as keeping safety and the vitality of their community number one. We Thrive is this program where essentially we provide staffing support to communities. Often it's kind of like a grassroots movement within the community where we're helping the communities get grants. We're helping some of the volunteers in the community work with the elected officials to make change within the community. So as you're building new neighborhoods in Green Township, we want to make sure that Green Township is thinking about sidewalks and walkability and access to a convenience store that has healthy fruits and vegetables. And with those decisions being first and foremost as our elected officials are planning the community, we're hoping to continue to make sure that health is number one as those things happen. So in closing today, I really do want to just make sure that if there's ever a time that Hamilton County Public Health can help you, you do reach out. I shared our website as a resource. My contact information is here. We really do want to make sure that we're adjusting programming to make sure that it's meaningful to you. So that is all I have today. I'm happy to take any questions. Yes?
How do you interface with the other public health departments like Cincinnati and Norwood?
So we interface with the other health departments in a whole variety of ways, but mostly we just work closely together out of necessity. So if somebody calls our office and has a complaint that actually is in the city of Springdale, we take care of making sure that Springdale gets that complaint. Our job is really to make sure that public health seems seamless in the county, but we do work routinely with the city of Cincinnati, Norwood, Springdale, as well as all of those health departments in Southwest Ohio. Awesome. Well, thank you all very much. Have a great day.